Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will be the first up today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, you've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Here's the second down play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walk out. He can take advantage of it.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Second down after the incompletion. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks it into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Finding space at the 20. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this.
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score in the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Oregon State Beavers offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a pro route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that 1st down completion.
He dumps it off to the tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Beavers have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. He'll spot it at the 24. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Movement here from the tight end. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Using his legs on the scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Looks like Mississippi State will have the first down. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's running out of time here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Yes, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Oregon State's offense drops back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They start the drive, giving the ball to the receiver at an end around.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This quarterback is making his big plays in most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a 1st down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Beavers keep the football on the move. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
We'll have to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. Well, sticking with the 34, that will be a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And now they'll set up for the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a game.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Finds room at the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after it.
He's moving out of the pocket. Has the first, still on the move. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range,
there's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out and keep him to a short gain.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down to that touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Handoff in a single back formation. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Oregon State's offense tries back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he's got it. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Beavers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, 3rd and 3, and you go with a quick slant. What a great call, and so tough on the defense. You get these corners isolated, one-on-one matchups, puts a lot of pressure on them. Here, the quarterback with a good, quick read, balls out quick, easy first down.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The Beavers moving quickly down the field here. And they'll give it to the back. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. See if they can do it again.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And the Beavers pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. The offense gets set for the 10th play on this drive. He'll hand it off.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. But never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 34-yard try. He knocks this one right through.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he lofts it toward the sideline. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Ball handed off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got his man wide open. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks like he's going to run it. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the tide runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So it's Mississippi State on top so far. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. Here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They've got him down out near the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
This offense picks up the first down. They tackle it at the 44.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Ball start offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he pulls in the catch. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field.
Here we go.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Finding space at the 20.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the route is on. Just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.